you ever wondered how calisthenic athletes get so strong without looking like they're big or bulky? Because I've been working out for years and always felt like my strength is just okay. But what would happen if I trained specifically for elite strength for 100 days? Could I actually become someone who's stronger than I look? And at the end, I'm gonna put my strength to the test by challenging some of the best calisthenic athletes in my city to see how my strength measures up. I just hope I don't embarrass myself.
Come on! Good height. Looks good. Have you added weight before?
Little bit, not much.
Not too much? Okay, so
maybe.
we'll slowly progress here.
So to get started on day one, we're testing to find my 1 rep max.
Nice, good height. Yeah, and the reason you really want to add weight, once you add weight and your form starts breaking down, that form breakdown can inform you of how you want to target your training.
This is Ryan McClellan, a national powerlifter, pro bodybuilder, and also a champion in weighted calisthenics. What is your current 1 rep max on this?
My current 1 rep max is like 154 pounds. So it's like almost 3.5 plates. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But one thing Ryan doesn't know is that on day 1, I am hoping I can at least hit 50% of his top lifts, which means my goal for day 1 is a 75-pound weighted pull-up.
Nice. Nice, Brendan. Yep. Let's go. Clean, got the chin above the bar. I'd say pretty competition standard as well.
All right.
And we're going heavier.
And with my new weight moving up just 5 pounds, suddenly my goal of 75 started to feel a little out of reach.
Push, 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 push. Nice. Chin was right there, but just shot.
Which means we're moving on to dips.
Time to get humbled now. Eh?
But my goal of getting 50% of Ryan's max dip is probably insane, as Ryan is currently dipping a record of 6 plates at 270 pounds.
And then drive. No problem. See? On our way to 6. And what you'll want to focus on as you start adding more weight is getting a little more explosive as well. So as you go down, you really want to drive up and back, and that extra speed might help you get through some like sticking points you might experience throughout the lift. And drive. Nice. Knocking on the door of 2 plates, first time dipping, not bad at all. 2 plates, let's get it. So apply that same intensity you did to the last one. Nice and controlled. And push, push. Nope, slowly duck down.
No, that was a pretty...
found the upper limit.
Failed pretty quick at the bottom. So.
Yep.
So with my day 1 PR set and 100 days until my competition, it's time to train. And I'll be applying Ryan's 3 principles for training to build elite strength. The one problem I have is that the gym I will be training at does not have any dip rack for me to work with, so I have brought my rings from home, which is gonna give me a lot less stability, so I assume it's gonna be a lot harder, but maybe it's a good thing if all of my training for now is harder. Oh, way harder. And don't just take it from me. These are harder than they look. How's that stability? And despite being able to dip 80 pounds on the dip bars, with the rings, I'm tapping out at just 25 pounds for 3 reps. But despite having to train with lighter weight, that's humbling. At the end of my workouts, I'm getting rid of the weight entirely and applying Ryan's first rule to isolate your weak points, which for me happens to be at the bottom of the rep.
A good indication of the weak point, which might be at the bottom of a dip. So a good way to emphasize that in your training is to just emphasize depth, even potentially touching your chin to the dip bar.
Meanwhile, on my pull-ups, I failed right at the top of the rep. So at the end of my pull-up training, I'll be isolating just the top third of the movement.
We're going to isolate the very top portion and just do as many reps as we can in this range and help familiarize the body with strength in that position.
The second principle is I am training with a ton of short, intense sets. So even though I'm only going for 3 to 5 reps with each set, I am doing a minimum of 5 sets per workout plus warm-ups, which means just to train my pull-ups and dips alone is already taking me over 30 minutes before I have to get to all of my other training. And finally, you have to lock in, because every set you are psyching yourself up to train as hard as you possibly can until you hit failure. And mentally, that adds up. And while training on the rings does seem to be slowing my progress down through the first month of training, in the same time, my 1-rep pull-ups have been improving consistently. And to track my improvement across both lifts, I decided to build a progress chart to see exactly how much I improve over these 100 days. With my day 1 pull-up starting at 55 pounds, and I've been progressively getting stronger with this lift with an average of 5 pounds of improvement every 2 weeks. As for my dips, those started at 80 pounds on day 1, and because I haven't been able to retest on the same bars that I used on day 1, I've pretty much just been tracking my progress with the rings and noticing small improvements. However, because pull-ups and dips are both upper body exercises, there is one more exercise I asked Ryan to train me on: squats. With my day 1 best coming in at 215 pounds, just shy of lifting 2 plates.
And push. Nope. Good try.
And the thing that's funny about squats is they're actually counted as a category in street lifting, which is basically like powerlifting but for calisthenics, with athletes testing their 1-rep max in pull-ups, dips, squats, and muscle-ups. So they're part of my routine too. And while I haven't retested my 1-rep max since day 1, I have been tracking all my personal bests, training in the 3 to 5 rep range, and trying to build up my confidence taking on those last reps where it feels like I'm gonna fail. But if I'm being honest, training squats to failure terrifies me. And it's a major reason why I haven't retested my 1-rep max, and progress on this lift is painfully slow. All right, so far squats have definitely been the weakest point in my training, but my pull-ups have also started stalling out at 75 pounds, and I just have not been able to get an 80-pound pull-up. I kind of knew at some point progress in this exercise would start to stall out, but I need a win. So I've just got a membership at a new gym that has parallel bars, so I can retest my dips to see if and how much I have improved on that exercise, and then I'm gonna retest my pull-ups, see if I can get 2 PRs. And my 1-rep max jumped not just 10 pounds, but 20 pounds despite only training with the rings. Which is a major win. However, when it comes to my pull-ups, I didn't have the same luck and continue to be stuck at 75 pounds, but that's not my biggest problem. Okay, so one thing I assumed going into this was I would just sign up for a street lifting competition at the end of this. The problem that I didn't realize is there are almost no competitions. Like, my best option right now would be to fly to Houston, Texas for the next meetup and compete with athletes at Ryan's level, which doesn't sound appealing. So if I want to have any kind of competition to end this video with, I might have to put it on myself. So I started reaching out to a few calisthenics gyms and communities within my city to see if anyone would take me up on this offer, and I'm just hoping someone will take me up on this. But first, I need to clear 80 pounds on the pull-up bar, so that is what I'm working on now. And I have just finished building my own home gym to hopefully help me work on goals like this, so here we go. And I've got 4 warm-up sets to go through before I go for it, which gives me some time to talk about the sponsor of this video, David Protein. David Protein produces protein bars with hands down the best macros in the business. David's bronze protein bars, which are the ones I am the biggest fan of, I like them specifically because they taste like you're biting into a Mars bar with a very soft and crunchy texture on the inside. Hands down my favorite. Okay, so we have just made the jump to 60 pounds, and this is definitely where I start feeling a little bit nervous doing this with just a door-mounted pull-up bar, but I only gotta hit 1 rep like this. David is available in 12 different varieties between their gold and bronze bars, and if you buy 4 cartons through the link in our description, you'll get a 5th box completely free. You can also find David on Amazon or in stores at Target, Walmart, Kroger, and others, so check them out. Okay, probably did not need to do an extra rep on that. The weight feels like it's moving well today, so taking 2 to 3 minutes, rest, recover, then we're loading up 20 more pounds, and we're gonna set a PR. Oh, just waddling with this feels so stupid. That was it. Chin to the bar. Holy shit. But that's not my only improvement. Okay, I just completed 3 muscle ups, and when I started this plan, I couldn't do one. I always just assumed I was not a particularly strong person, genetically on the weaker side. But training like this and pushing myself hard for low reps, high intensity, it's been a game changer. I have gotten stronger in these past 3 months across almost every lift, and I think I'm building muscle faster than I have in years. It is honestly hard to think of a way this program has not already been a complete success for me, and we are still going. So, I just got a response from a gym called Calibar Fitness, and they will host a meetup once a month with a ton of calisthenic athletes from across the city, and they have agreed to make their next meetup an unofficial street lifting competition where we will all be competing for our top 1 rep max in pull-ups and 1 rep max in dips. So far, my current 1 rep max is still stuck at 80 pounds, but I have 3 more weeks left to train. And since we won't be testing our max squat on this competition, I think today is a good day to try and set a new PR. And despite my progress increasing on my sets and reps on the squat, this will be my first time since day 1 attempting 225 pounds, which is just under 1.5 times my body weight. Honestly, my squats have not improved as much as either of my upper body exercises, which is the opposite of what I would have expected. I figured my legs probably would have jumped significantly faster, but there's something about just having a lot of weight on your shoulders that like freaks me out. So we're just gonna try and conquer that today, and if we can do that, I will count that as a win. But first, I have 3 warm-up sets to get through. And on my last rep, something went wrong. Not ideal. So one thing I have learned about myself is when I am stressed, my lower back will seize up. And it has happened to me multiple times now. And I think there is just something about putting 1.5 times my weight on my shoulders and getting ready to rep it that gets into my head. And while this is not a derailing injury, I do need to be thoughtful about how I'm gonna train for these next week to loosen up my back, stay ready, and hopefully be back to 100% by the time of the competition. Okay, so when I was setting this up with Kevin, he did tell me that there were a lot of serious people that come out to these meetups, and he wasn't lying. I definitely cannot do half of the stuff these guys can do, but we're only testing strength today, so I don't expect to win, but I'm hoping for respectable.
So for pull-ups, what's gonna count as a rep? Palms facing away from you, arms straight at the bottom, but your chin has to be clearly above the bar. That's the plan. We'll start over here, go over to dips. These are the different increments, and we're gonna move in 10 pounds at a time, and then we'll just keep working our way up. Level 1, 10 pounds. Oh yeah, no problem, for sure. Okay, I don't even have to watch this. Yeah. Full dead hang. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was like chest to bar. Okay, 60 pounds.
60 is where I failed out on day 1.
No problem. Oh yeah. Let's make another big jump. Level 8, 80 pounds.
Dude, absolutely no one's gotten Olympics yet, and my 60 was a little slower than I thought it would be, but I still got some time to rest, and now we're jumping to 80.
Okay, who's gonna break the ice? Oh yeah, yeah.
And while 80 pounds is my current best in this exercise,
No problem.
I'm not sure if I'll make the 90-pound cutoff. I mean, I've hit 80 once.
Once.
Yeah. So I'm open to try. But I still want to see if I can end the day with a personal best.
Just go for it, man. Dead hang. Power it up. Come on! No! What do you guys think? There was a moment I saw your chin go over the bar.
Okay.
What does everyone think? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay.
All right.
You got it, man.
So I've been realizing my grip is a lot wider than everyone else here, and I'm curious if I can get a little bit more momentum if I narrow it up. So I'm just gonna try and narrow my grip, get a little more explosive if I can with that much weight. I've hit 85, which feels good, but I wanna get to that 90.
All right. Guys, let's check and see if Brendan's gonna hit this. 90 pounds, he's making a 5-pound jump. Full dead hang. Yeah. Your chin was right at the bar, so close. Not quite, not quite. Your chin was right there, man. It was like,
It's always the hardest part for me, is the end.
yeah,
Those last inches.
good, good hustle. Nice, man, okay.
So how did everyone else do?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Well, I finished 6 in pull-ups, which sounds better than saying last. But hopefully I can fare a little better as we move into our second and final category. Dude, everyone is really humble about like what weight they're doing, and then it just moves like nothing. Then everyone just 70 easy, 70 easy, 70 easy.
Perfect.
Yep, it's humbling.
Okay, Brendan's going for 90. Oh yeah. Ooh.
And as we move through our first round at 90 pounds, I was starting to think my push strength might be a bit more competitive.
Nice try.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Okay, yeah.
That's where it physically gets hard to move with this.
100 pounds. Let's go, Brendan. Up. Yeah. Was that low enough? Easy. Yeah.
Good?
Nice. Yeah. Good work.
Oh, nice.
115 via PR. Let's go, Brendan. Yeah. Ooh. The PR, right?
That's the best. I've never done that.
I think you got more in you, man.
But at this point, the strongest guys were starting to clear the field, and I just wanted to see how much heavier I could go.
What? Okay. Oh. You all right? Oh. Yep. Damn. Holy. Brendan, it's you. So then 125. Kelly, Brendan's going for 125 right now. There we go. Okay, what's your weight? All right, Brendan. Yep. Let's go. Let's go, man. Nice try. You battled it. Solid rep. Brendan, do you want to go for another one? Dude,
I can do it.
This
I
is
can
the
go for
chance,
one more.
man.
I'll go for one more time.
Yeah. You're like, I can see you on the fence
Take 125 one more time. I feel like it's in reach.
there. You can't go home with any regrets.
Yeah.
All right, Brendan's going for his second attempt. 125. Yep. Good. Nice. Damn, man.
That is it!
125. Give you a hand.
Thank you.
Dude, that came up nice.
That, I felt
Very
like I
good.
could do it the first time, but it just, I got stuck.
Perfect. After going from 125-pound jump,
bad.
that's big, big.
Thank you. In 100 days, my weighted dips improved by 45 pounds, while my max pull-up increased by 30, which not only makes this the biggest jump I've ever seen in my training, but one of my best experiences. Oh, and 1 week after our competition, this happened. Yes.